Kissing. Kissing requires 34 facial muscles and 112 postural muscles. But that's not what we're here about. We are not even going to discuss that you can consume up to 2 calories if the kiss is very intense. But we are going to talk about the different perception of kisses and kissing in different cultures. We have picked some interesting aspects, cultural aspects and cultural interpretations of kisses and kissing. Hello guys, and welcome back to this new video. As you have grasped, we are going to talk about kisses and kissing. So let's start. The first interesting fact is that in 1897, the anthropologist Paul and Joy reported that the Chinese perceived kissing with an open mouth as very, very close to an act of cannibalism. Things have changed quite a lot since then. In 2015, there was a context in the city of Chongqing, a context that measured extreme kissing. In other words, couples had to kiss and keep on kissing while performing 7 different acrobatic, so to speak, positions. Okay, but kissing has its peculiarity also in Europe. If you pick England, for instance, in the 18th century, it was or it started to get spread, the habit of kissing under the mistletoes. Now we know that nowadays that is a Christmas tradition. You would kiss your partner under the mistletoe. But it is a tradition that can be traced back to the 18th century, at least in England. And I think that from there it spread kind of worldwide or close. At least in Europe. It spread at least in Europe. Let's downsize our statements. Anyway, that is one tradition. But there's another tradition that is for New Year's Eve in Scotland. There's a celebration called Hogmanay, where apparently, and please contradict me here if anybody knows better, but apparently from my research, you would dress up as a Viking and kiss everyone in the room. I don't know what is exactly the purpose of doing that, but okay. And then can you kiss your relatives? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would like that, you know, like, I don't know. Okay, probably not. Moving on, another peculiar tradition is that if in the world we know passionate kisses with the term of French kiss, the kiss was not apparently invented by the French. French kiss is because kings, let's be honest, kings in the France of the 17th, 18th, probably also 16th century were kind of Latin lovers. They were womanizers. They slept with every woman at the court. You know, they had one main mistress and a bunch of other mistresses. It's like nowadays when people have their main companion and a bunch of other people around, you know, in that sense. Anyway, they were pretty much like that. So because of this reputation, we still call it French kiss. But kiss, and specifically kiss someone else of opposite gender, let alone same gender, but kiss somebody from opposite gender is still prohibited in some countries. You have to think that in countries like Qatar, men and women cannot touch themselves. That's something you won't do because women are impure. However, men, they are very close to each other, can kiss with their nose. They kind of like rub one nose against the other, which is very cool. Like, I thought it was very cool. But also, what the contradiction, you know, that men could do that, but men and women could not do that. But of course, that's my perspective coming from this culture, and it's not theirs. But it's important to understand these things before you try to shake hand with someone who is very much Muslim and has that type of interpretation. But how did ancient Greeks or ancient Romans kiss? Well, one thing that we do know is that there was an X-kiss. What is an X-kiss? It is the idea that if you had to sign a document but you weren't able to actually write, you would kiss on an X. You know, when we have to sign, when we go to a lawyer, for instance, for a document, we have to sign, the lawyer draws like an X where we have to sign. Or a post office, for instance, it would be the same thing. They draw an X on the part where you have to sign. Exactly. So in ancient Greece or ancient Romans, for anybody who wanted to sign a document but could not write, could not spell their own name, could not sign the actual document, they would kiss it. And that had legal value, you know? But apparently we have some sort of residual of that situation. The first X, meaning a kiss, appears in 1763, and it is an X that represents a kiss written by the naturalist Gilbert White. And then in 1894, Winston Churchill wrote a letter with a triple X, and then his name and last name, and that meant kisses. And it's exactly the same type of writing we have nowadays in texts, in messages. About kissing, there are two more things we want to mention here. One is the New Zealander tradition of the Maori to again kiss just by rubbing each other's nose. That is the idea, that is the tradition called hongi, through which the other person will perceive part of your ha, that is your breath. There's also the idea that you should kind of smell the cheeks of someone's face. I don't know, that already would sound maybe a little disturbing, that you're kind of rubbing nose but then in the meantime you're kind of like sniffing. I don't know, but anyway, that's just so very cute though, like if you think about it. Anyway, other point is another tradition. If you are about to get married and you find yourself in Mexico, please visit this place. It is a flight of stairs where there's a step that is red, and it is found in Guanajuato. And basically it's a tragedy here, okay? It's a tragic story that apparently brings good luck to the people that kiss on this red step. The tragic story is that of Anna. Anna was in love with Carlos, except that Anna's father found them kissing and shot dead his own daughter. I told you at the beginning it was a tragedy. Anyway, and then the two, basically Anna first and then Carlos, rolled down the stairs. I don't know, I think they all died, but I'm not entirely sure. The research wouldn't say how that ended, but I think that if you get shot, you also die. Maybe that's just an assumption. Maybe you could kind of rewrite the ending of the story if you want. But anyway, if you don't kiss, it's 7 years of bad luck. If you're a couple and don't kiss on this red step, it's 7 years of bad luck. If you kiss, it's 15 years of happy marriage. So at least you could go the first 15 years of your marriage kind of relaxed and say, let's see what's gonna happen in the other 15 years, for instance. Well, if the couple survives. Anyway, rate of divorce is absurd nowadays. So guys, that's it about kissing. We are done for the day. So don't forget to like if you have enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to, and in order to receive our new updates you could smash the notification bell. With that being said, we're gonna talk next time in our new video. Bye!